Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. We've seen that there has been chaos, catastrophe in a Spanish town when the police went for Ranil Hope, son of one of the alleged dons from Spanish town that lives overseas. The next day, the police went on a manhunt, searching for THICKMAN. Found him along 6 miles past Ferry Highway, close to Washington Boulevard. Shootout, THICKMAN ended up on the shitty end of the stick. He was taken out, sent to the afterlife. We see that there's been a whole bunch of stuff going on in a Spanish town adjoining era. Places are get burned down. Gangsters planning reprisal, planning to take out the police. We saw that the dons of all dons, Babsy Grange, came out and gave her assurance that everything is going to be A-OK. So it seems as if the calm was after the storm, but it seems as if the fight or the clash is now leaving from the streets and gone to social media. A couple of hours ago, a friend of mine sent me a voice notes or excerpts from a live that was taking place on social media, where it seems as if some badman groupie, artist entourage, was there defending Mr. THICKMAN-1 Daddy Badness. They disrespected Tesha Miller and they disrespected Vibes Cartel. And it seems as if members, seems is the operative word of the JCF, was also on the live. I want you to take a look to the clash, exchange of word, disrespect, threats that were sent on this live, and then I am going to give my piece.
Them can't this no man from Bush, dog.
I cap of them being a bro. Them just come for
your
me
mother
and
said it.
turn off them mouth.
Tell your mother sell your father off, make it there, batty boy. Suck your mother. I want Daddy Badness me kill a man, I want to you.
Cartel and Tesha can go ring out them mother to man. Don't feel like one of them in response, no boy.
One law badness, one blood clot, Daddy Badness, and one east side.
Dan on a prison. Man, no Dan, they are prison of batty man, and I can't come size up with the man.
No, I tell him one. I tell him one in time pull up in a tie spend man. Remember I don't know crowd all a THICKMAN birthday party on the field.
Yeah.
That's cool no man. That no miss me bro. I did the whole of the dog party them.
Rolling man.
All the time when Kenny Clark come around there where I shoot the video for Third Eye.
Yeah.
Yeah man. I did the whole of them time no man. That's cool no man.
The activity going for the penny no man dog.
Yeah man. But me always forward over there with the Bush dog them or Kenny Clark them, you see me?
Yeah.
As I went to come shoot the video. When I come shoot the video on the round, which was the bar there.
John Doe, so you're a bad man. One JCF Badness. So no matter about daddy.
I would have pumped there.
Boy, I got lick out your mama boy. And I somebody man, tell him to come shove up on the face and see.
But there I talk about with that, we don't know who no. Now I talk about JCF. JCF for who? Who's going to slave?
Who father and come off a life, go look walk John Crow.
Shove up your
Go look
face.
walk, shove up your mother big to me, ram it out. Go not call man daddy. Go near more to no mother.
One Daddy Badness,
up
your mother. How come Cartel has
Near more to no mother.
How
One
come Cartel has
JCF Badness.
today?
One JCF Badness.
Shove up your face now.
So like the Queen, so like the King of England.
Daddy have no not call man daddy. Daddy have no pan him big belly have no batty boys. But daddy, I call man daddy. Go get a girl pull. Come off a TikTok. That's no matter. No more than we don't want a Jamaica.
You can't stop that
no
from
more than.
Jamaica. You
Go
can't
near
stop
your mother,
that
batty
from
boy,
Jamaica.
John Doe. Go near mouth your mother. Go near mouth your mother.
Intelligent people don't stoop to
Go
the
near
level
mouth
of
to no
ignorance.
mother.
Yeah?
Near mouth to no mother.
Intelligent people don't
One
stoop to the
JCF
level of
Badness.
ignorance.
One JCF Badness. Near mouth to no mother.
Who put that there in our box?
Boy, they are waste man. So then come and for looking on man. Leave one meds them on.
Everybody have him done. Cartel have him done. Black man have everybody have them that.
Yo, I wrote more about some of them here where I chat up them out, dog.
So people, if you listen, you heard defenders of THICKMAN. These people are really groupies. These people are really in their feelings. They're acting as if THICKMAN is their baby father or their lover. They have such an affection for these gangsters, and I really don't know why. Because when we weigh the pros and cons, yes, the badness, and in a dancehall, these people seems to be dancehall artist entourage. So therefore, badness is like one of those starter kit for being a dancehall artist. Street credibility or alignment to gangsters. So we kind of understand, not saying that it is right or sensible, but we understand the reasons or the motive. When you analyze and assess the type of person that this man was, THICKMAN, the pros and the cons, yes, it might help out the community. Yes, it may help out children. Yes, it maintain peace or governance. But he was a warmonger. So how is it that a warmonger is going to maintain peace and tranquility when he's doing the polar opposite? So therefore, he is not practicing what he is preaching. On one side, he might maintain peace in his little era, but he's causing chaos and catastrophe in a Spanish town and other places that he is affiliated with. At least 8 to probably 10 murders that this man's name has been calling up on confirmed that is supposed to be charged. Don't know how he was walking around as if he did not do anything. Well, we do know it is because of his political affiliation. OC, AC, the range is there, giving him, defending him, and facilitating him. Criminal facilitators, they are called politicians. The bad that he has done is more. So he have a couple of murders, at least 10 on his head, that he is responsible for on his shoulder, on his mind, on his conscience, if he had one. But him help the people, he make sure say them all right. He make sure say the place clean. He make sure say this, he make sure say that. So the people might defend artists, and some people defend bad man. So we see the problem in Jamaica, why these youths are so brainwashed. They defend these wrongdoers, them almost like some groupie, sound like some BITCHES, all for artists, all for gangsters. It makes absolutely no sorts of sense. So in this one voice note or live, we heard the defenders of THICKMAN-1 Daddy Badness, the defenders of Vice Cartel and Tesha Miller. And then we heard the defenders of the JCF, and justifiably so. Because when the first incident occurred, when they went to look for Ranil Hope, son of the Don, the fact that he escaped, the fact that they thought that they had him in their grasp, and he escaped because the people was protesting, the people was blocking, the people was impeding the job of the JCF. I knew that the JCF was going to be vindictive. I knew that there was going to be a domino effect, a trickle-down effect negatively for somebody. That somebody seems to have been Mr. THICKMAN himself. But it seems as if the writing was always on the wall. They just hasten his DEATH. Because the JCF and the government had bigger plans for Spanish Town, which I'll explain further down in this news. So like them said, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And the people of Spanish Town, the dons of Spanish Town, they are getting the reaction for the action that they've perpetuated against the community for a couple of decades, including extortion, including MURDER, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news and continuing on the theme of Jankra Olukawok, worthless Scruff, lazy, dependent on criminal facilitators, go and look a mother humping job. It is over. Your source of food, illegal funds, it is over. So we've seen all the videos circulating all over social media, where we see that persons are throwing high praises at the deceased Don THICKMAN that is. And they're saying how much of a provider, protector he is. He is their Jehovah Jireh, their provider. His grace is sufficient for them. We see people are defend him and are sending all sorts of threats to the police, the greater society out there, how much people are going dead back reprisal is the order of the day. And then we saw that the dance of all dance, Mrs. Babsy, she came out and said, let there be peace. Peace is going to reign, going from this day forth, just like a prophet or prophetess. There are more videos or voice notes circulating that was on TVJ News in which persons are given or throwing high praises again for THICKMAN, saying how much he caused them for party the night away, party away their problems, defend the place, make sure so the place keep nice and clean. And then in the same breath, we heard the Prime Minister saying to these knuckleheads, listen, you've been tricked, you've been bamboozled, you've been manipulated by these criminal elements, that because they want you to shield them, protect them, alert them whenever the police is coming for them, which eventually they will. It is the inevitable. Such is the case as it pertains to THICKMAN. So I want you to listen to some of these prophets echoing the sentiments of a lot of lazy persons that live in these garrisons have to say as it pertains to THICKMAN, how we allow them to party the night away, party like it is 1999, keep the place clean because cleanliness is next to godliness. And then you hear the Prime Minister is saying, you little knuckleheads, he is not any sort of angel, he is closer to the devil in disguise. So people, take a listen, take a look to both sides, and then I'll give my piece.
I live here, I can leave my door open. I work any hours at this community. Any hours. If you come at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the middle of the night, me sleep in the yard.
Every week, you have somebody to clean up the place. It is a matter of cleanness, cleanliness. And tell us that cleanliness is next to godliness. So you man clean up the place and pay them every week to clean up the place. And we're there, dance skip till morning, daylight. No long, no community can do that.
There is a sense, and we have seen it displayed publicly, that somehow the gangs are protectors of the community or are your friends. The gangs are not your protector. They are not your friends. They are using you. The plan of the government, however, is not to target communities and harm communities in pursuit of the gangs. The strategy of the government is to separate the gangs and criminals from the community and law-abiding citizens. I take this opportunity to appeal to the law-abiding citizens of Spanish Town not to support the gangs, not to be enlisted in their activities. This is finally an opportunity for the liberation of Spanish Town and indeed other communities. If you help the police, if you cooperate with the government strategy in helping us to clear the space of this threat, more investment will find its way to your community, not just from the government, but from the private sector. Spanish Town has incredible opportunities. Spanish Town has an incredible history. It has great commerce and great potential for development, but it is all being suppressed by gangs and crime.
So people, like I've always said, there are 3 sides to every story. The side of the prophets and the side of your Prime Minister and your Holiness. And then the reality and the truth. And the truth is, these people have become so dependent. These people don't like to work. These people like handout. These people don't like to be independent. It is like it is almost in their instincts, natural instincts. So therefore, them want to get up every day. People give them breakfast, lunch, dinner. not paying a rent, not paying a light bill, not paying nothing. Just have that parasitic syndrome in which they just want to sponge off of society. And even if their living is for the Don, Thickman, and others to go out there, play this Robin Hood character, rob the people outside of the community and come back and give to them, that is what they heap high praises for. However, when that is cut off, they are going to be in defensive mode, and this is exactly what you're seeing. They are going to be in deep denial, and there is a saying that goes something like this that I use all the time. Blind loyalty is worse than no source of loyalty at all. Because even when this person is a devil, you are going to look at him in an angelic kind of fashion, and such is what we see going on. So you hear the Prime Minister giving them a friendly reminder that, listen, this person is a master manipulator. This person does not mean you any good. And not to say that the Prime Minister or any other politician mean you any good, but the difference is these choppers, meaning the Prime Minister and other MP, other politician, them have the people them a wheel around them finger. So it is like thief not likes a thief with long bag, criminal going against criminal, the pot calling the kettle black, in a lesser sense, in a lesser extent. But we understand that they are the management of the country. So the Prime Minister make them know, say, listen, this is the dawning of a new day. Things have to change. Things cannot go on like it has been going on, or else Jamaica will end up just like Haiti. So in the last video that I did, I said that the reason why THICKMAN lost his life, the bigger picture is that they thought that he was one of those persons that was bringing Jamaica to Haiti 2.0 or Little Haiti. So the reason why he died was because of that, but the bigger picture is that the government of Jamaica, they had big plans, infrastructure in a Spanish town, meaning brand new police station, brand new hospital. So they did not want to be having any sorts of obstacle. They did not want to be impeded in the progress. And they know that if any sort of thing is built in a Spanish town, the dons, the extortionists were going to be there, PP, clock. So therefore, they had foresight to see that, listen, what we need to do is eliminate all threats, eliminate all impedance from these projects that we were going to launch, as in, you know, that election is coming close. So therefore, they want to prove exactly what they are doing. And people, this is nothing political. I am just saying that is what persons that are in power do. As soon as it comes close to the election, they are going to put out their best foot. So therefore, if them feel as if THICKMAN, which is one of the biggest impedants in there, in a Spanish town, then they needed to get rid of him, solve the problem, have foresight. See, this man is a problem, and if they want to go smoothly without any sorts of extortion, they need to get rid of the bigger extortionists. So that is why he lost his life. One of the reasons, on top of the many murders, many extortion, many BS that he has been keeping up. So people, now you know, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.